இருக்குன்னு.
Hi children, good morning. One, and there is a solution two. Okay. Let us say this is having some amount of solvent, some amount of solute. This is also having some amount of solvent and some amount of solute. Both these things are equal. Then we call this as hypotonic solution. Sorry. Isotonic solution. The word iso means same. Tonic is concentration. Hyper means more. Tonic means concentration. Okay. Which concentration is more? We are talking about solute concentration. Okay. So let us say that this particular solution is having solute is less and solvent is more. We call this as hypotonic solution. Hypo means less concentration. Okay. So these are the three words that I wanted to explain. Okay. So you just isotonic solutions means you should have like same concentration. Wait a minute, like let me explain. So now I am going to take a cell and I am going to put it in a hypertonic solution. And then I have a cell and I'm going to put it inside the isotonic solution. And then I have a cell and I'm going to put it in a hypotonic solution. Okay. This is a cell. This is also a cell. Okay. What is the meaning of this thing? Hypertonic solution means, wait, you listen, then I will give you time to draw the diagram. Okay. So you're having this cell, you're going to put it inside this hypertonic solution. What is the meaning of it? Here, this particular area, the solute is more, solvent is less. But comparatively, what is here more? The solvent is more and solute is less. So then only we can say this is hypertonic. You're comparing these two things. So now what will happen? What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? Yeah, someone is trying to tell me osmosis will happen. Do you guys know what is osmosis? Okay, I have got only one yes. Other people? If you don't know, you can tell me no. If you don't know, you tell me no, I'll teach you. Okay, there are people who are saying no. Okay, very good. Fine, it's fine. Okay, so what will happen is, okay, many of them are saying no now. Okay, listen. What is this osmosis? The solvent particles or water particles will move from higher concentration to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. You just wait for some instructions. I'll tell you what is to be written. Okay. I will just tell you what is to be written. You please wait, hang on, listen to me, just listen to the class. I'm not going to show any of the previous slides now. You listen to the class. Okay, so what is osmosis? Osmosis is like what is moving? Solvent, the water molecules here in this case. In this case, water molecule is the case. It's going to move from where to where? From higher concentration. Wherever water is more from that particular place, it will move to the lower concentration place through what? A semi-permeable membrane. If it is moving through a semi-permeable membrane, we call that as osmosis. We call that as osmosis. So here you are having cell. Okay. So cell is having plasma membrane. This plasma membrane is going to be semi-permeable membrane. Okay. So what will happen is water will start to move. Osmosis will start to happen. But you tell me the direction. If cell is going to be A and this water is going to be, this hypertonic solution is going to be B, where will the movement will happen? A to B or B to A? A to B will it move or B to A will it move? Many of you are able to understand. Very good. Everyone is trying to tell me A to B because A is having more water and B is having less water. So what will happen? From water from inside the cell will try to move outside to the hypertonic solution. Okay. So ultimately what is happening? There is a process which is called as plasmolysis happens. What is this plasmolysis? The cell is having plasma, cytoplasm. After this is put, what will happen? The cytoplasm will start to loose. So it will start to loose and then it will become like kind of broken. This is what will happen whenever plasmolysis is happening. So this is very common example that you can see in your day-to-day based life, lots of places. Okay. So what is that thing that you can observe is, you can observe that if you are going to take a cucumber, okay, you are going to cut cucumber into small pieces. You take the cucumber, you cut it into small pieces, and then you put it in a tiffin box. Okay, you put it in a tiffin box and you sprinkle some salt on top of it. Okay, you sprinkle some salt on top of it and then you close it. Close the tiffin box. Open after 2 hours. What will you see? Open after 2 hours, what will you see? You're going to take cucumber, you're going to cut it into smaller pieces, sprinkle some salt, close the tiffin box. What will happen? And open it after 2 hours. You will see that it will not shrink. The entire box will become watery. The entire tiffin box will become watery. Okay. So let me just show you if it is possible. Okay, there aren't much images, so let us not waste time here. Okay, so what will happen is, if you want, you can try it at your house. You just cut that thing, and then like you put the slices inside that particular boxes. After some time, what will you see is, you'll see that entire area is becoming watery. Where is this water is coming from? This water is coming out from the cucumber, and the box is becoming what? The box is becoming what? Watery it will become. Why? Because this is a good example for osmosis. From inside of the cell of cucumber, the water is going to come out, and then what will happen is, it will become dehydrated. And the box will become hydrated, because this is like, this entire area will be like kind of like becoming watery. Okay, so this is what is there. So you make dry fishes. Dry fish is karvade. What people call it as karvade. How do they make dry fishes? They take this they take the fish, and then they put it in salt, and then they will dry it. Once they are putting it in, apply salt and then dry. So once you are applying salt, what will happen? The water from inside the fish will start to come out. And then what will happen? It will become dry fish. So this is what, how they will do. And they will do some dry fish and all, like they will do. And then like even sometimes mutton and all also they will try to do it. They say uppu kandam in Tamil. Okay. So what is that uppu kandam? Uppu kandam is like kind of like soaking the mutton in. They will try to dehydrate the mutton, and they'll try to keep it. They'll put some turmeric, they'll put some salt, they'll just mix it there, and they'll try to dry it for a long time. As they are drying, what will happen? The water will become dehydrated. So this is what is the example for hypertonic solution. If you're going to put a cell inside a hypertonic solution, what is going to happen? Plasmolysis will happen. Okay. So now you tell me what will happen in this case. The case 2. Let us say that this is C and this is D. What is the meaning of isotonic solution? Instead of salt, sugar can also be used if you want. Sugar is also a solvent, a solute. Anything which can, yeah, both are of the same concentration. The solvent and solute here is equal to the solvent and solute. What will happen? Will it happen? Movement will happen C to D or D to C? Or is there a possibility that movement will not happen? Only when one side is having a higher concentration, the other side is having a lower concentration, movement will happen. Here, since both are equal, no movement will happen. Okay. So movement will not happen. So now one more thing, the third point. Let us try to study that here. Let us say that this is E and that, let us say this is F. Here there is a solute is more, solvent is less. Here in this side, what is happening? Solute is less and solvent is more. So now tell me, in the cell, where will the water movement will happen? You all are understanding, someone has already replied. Will it move from F to E or E to F? Good. So people are responding. They are saying that it will move from F to E. The water will start to move from this side to that side. And what will happen to the cell? The cell will bloat. What is the meaning of bloat? Becoming fat by absorbing water. Okay. What is happening here in this case? In this case, the cell will bloat. Okay, there are two possibilities which will happen. The cell will burst or it might not burst. There are two things which are there. What are those two things that you need to understand is whether there is a cell wall or not. Okay, so let us say that if there is a cell wall and there is a plasma membrane. In this case, if bloating is going to happen, okay, it will go and hit the wall, but it will not burst. Hit the wall, it doesn't burst. We call it as turgidity. It becomes turgid. What is the meaning of turgid? It will be about to burst, but it will not burst because the pressure will become increasing. The pressure here will become like more and more, and it will try to hit the wall very badly, but the cell wall will not allow to burst it. It is like kind of like holding it perfectly fine. It will be filled with water, and then like it will be trying to get very tight. But when you have only animals, plasma membrane, let us say that plasma membrane is only there. There is nothing to go ahead. In that case, what will happen? If more and more water has going to be there, if the cell is bloating, it will burst. Only plasma membrane, it will burst. Okay. With the cell wall, it becomes turgid. I'm telling, okay, someone is asking me, sir, in the second case, how will the cell have the same amount of solvent and solute? What I am trying to tell is, this is a comparison between two zones. I am going to take a cell and I am going to put it in a hypertonic medium. What is the meaning of hypertonic medium? Something which is having a more concentration of solute and less concentration of solvent. in such a situation, environment, I am going to put this thing. Okay. Why is this becoming very important? Because this will allow organisms to survive. So say for example, you have a fish. A fish is like capable of swimming in water. Say, let us say sea water. Okay. So here the concentration is more. I mean, like this fish is made up of cells. This sea water is an environment where salt is more and solution is, I mean, like solute is, I mean, like water is less. Concentration of salt is more relatively compared to the body of the fish. So if this fish is going to, water is going to come outside, what will happen? The fish will die. Yes or no? So which means this is something that you need to understand. Why is that? Why is that certain fishes are only able to live in sea, while certain fishes are not able to live in sea? You take any of the river fishes and you put it in sea water, they will die. Why they will die? Because of osmosis. Okay, only there are certain fishes which are able to survive. How is that these fishes are able to survive? Because they have some adaptive mechanisms. So which means these guys, these fishes will try to store some salt inside the body so that they will try to match these two things and they will try to remain isotonic with the environment. Okay. So why is that we call dead fish as the Dead Sea as Dead Sea? There is a sea called as Dead Sea. Why we call it as Dead Sea? Because Dead Sea is a sea where the salt concentration is so high that no organism will survive there. Okay. So what I am trying to tell is, I am trying to tell when you are going to put a cell in a relatively hypertonic solution, what will happen? When you are going to put a cell in a relatively isotonic solution, what will happen? If you are going to take a cell and if you are going to put it inside a hypotonic solution, what will happen? So that is what I am trying to teach you. Okay. So we will be like not talking about any of the other things. I just wanted to explain what will happen to the cell when you are going to put it in these things. I just wanted to explain that the plasma membrane is semi-permeable. Okay. And I wanted to explain that osmosis will happen. And cell is like kind of a thing which will happen, which will allow osmosis. Okay. That is the point that I wanted to drive, because we have studied about plasma membrane, we have studied about cell wall, and we have studied about protoplasm. You should know this concept, because in Olympiad and all, they will try to ask these kind of questions to you. Okay, so they can ask you, why is that you are not able to find organisms in Dead Sea? What would be the reason? The reason is that osmosis happens and what will happen? And organisms lose water and die. Okay, so I just wanted to drive this particular concept, because only if you understand the concept, you will be able to answer questions like these. Okay, so they can ask you, why is that I mean, like, what is the mechanism that fishes are adapting to stay in salt water? They will accumulate lots of salt inside to match that particular thing. They will try to accumulate some chemicals in the body which will try to maintain balance between the inside environment and outside environment. They will try to ensure that there is isotonic nature. Okay. So what they will try to do is they'll try to match with the outside environment, the inner body condition. That is what is happening. Okay. Are we able to understand? Okay, so now we have to write, after completing protoplasm, you just have to write some notes. So let me just tell you what you have to write now. You write only whatever I'm telling now. Okay. So the first point that you will write is cell membrane is involved in osmosis. Okay, the first point you will write is, you will write cell membrane is involved in osmosis. Cell membrane is nothing but plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, the heading you can write it as cell and osmosis. You can write the heading here as cell and osmosis. Okay, and write this point. Plasma membrane is semi-permeable. This is the first point, this is the second point. A plasma membrane yeah, you can write from here. I want you to write from the slide. A plasma membrane allows osmosis to happen. I just want you to write this thing. I don't want you to write the other things. Okay. If you have written it, it's fine. No problem. You just put a line and then like you keep them separate. That's all. But this is the notes. Whatever I have done till slide 5 is just teaching. Okay. If you are having running notes for the thing, it is perfectly fine. Not a problem. But for the fair copy, I want you to have this thing. If you want running notes, you should have written it by now. Okay, so have you done? So now, if people have written, then you write the definition for osmosis here. You take this particular example and you start writing what is osmosis. Put a side heading osmosis and you please write this thing. Whatever is below this thing, osmosis, and start writing. Solvent will move from higher concentration to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. You please write this thing. Definition of osmosis. Okay, so are you guys done? So after osmosis, after that you are writing osmosis. And then you write the side heading, reactions of cell when it is kept in solutions. Kept in different solutions. You write this as a side heading. So you write this as side heading, reaction of cell when it is kept in different solutions. Okay, you're going to write case 1. In hypertonic solution. Case 1 is in hypertonic solution. Have you written this thing? Have you written this thing? Can I move to the next slide? Lakshan, are you done? Okay, so now you please write after writing that thing, what will happen? The water from the cell moves out. The cytoplasm or protoplasm shrinks. This condition is called as plasmolysis. Then you will write case 2. In isotonic solution. The concentration of water in both sides are the same. So there is no movement of water. osmosis does not happen. The cell remains placid. Okay, quickly take this thing down. Children, are you done with this slide, seventh slide? Dominic, I'm waiting for you. You, after completing, you please tell yes. Okay, so people are done. So we'll move on further. Case 3. What happens in hypotonic solution? The concentration of water outside is more compared to cell. Water inside to outside to inside. The cell bloats, taking in water. Animal cells burst when they take more water because they lack water. Cell wall. Plant cells become turgid as cell wall does not allow the cell to burst. Okay, so this is the case 3. Are we all understanding this concept? Okay. So now the homework. I did not talk. I'm just writing the question. I don't want answers now. Please write your answers in a paper. Take a photo and mail it to me. You assume that this is a 3 marks question. And then like you write 2-3 lines of answers. I don't want 1-line answers. Okay. So why does organisms not grow in Dead Sea? The third question. When cucumber is sprinkled with salt, it becomes watery. The container becomes okay. So I want it to be mailed, homeworks to be mailed. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. So today's concept is over. I just wanted to explain this concept. I think I have done. So 3 questions I have given it as a homework. So please what you do is you try to take down these homeworks. You write it in a sheet of paper. The second thing is take a photograph. Mail it to okay, and don't forget to please mention name and batch. If you are from 8th Naiveli, you write 8th Naiveli. If you are from 8th Baba Towers, you write 8th Baba Towers. It is written here. My email ID I have given here. I want to see the homework properly. See, just check it. This is my mail ID. Okay. So now let me show you all the slides from 1 to 9. If you want, you can take down whatever you want, or you can take a snapshot of it. First, I started with teaching you what are different types of what is a solution. Okay. And then second, we try to study about different types of solution. What is a hypertonic solution? What is a isotonic solution? What is a hypotonic solution? All this thing. Then we try to understand. I taught you what happens. Then I taught you certain other things. Okay. So then again, like I was teaching you certain things with respect to osmosis. Then we started writing notes for this. 7th, 8th slide and 9th slide. Okay. Thank you very much, children. Today's class is over. Thank you.